Melbourne's Kurdish community is shocked after it was targeted in counter-terrorism raids this morning. The Kurdish Association of Victoria's headquarters was among several Melbourne properties searched by Australian Federal Police. Properties in Sydney and Perth were also searched. The AFP says the raid was targeting the financing of terrorism and was not linked to a terrorist plot or a threat to the public. A prominent lawyer who's acted for many accused terrorists had labelled the raid bizarre and is warning against reaching any conclusions. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports from Melbourne.
As federal police took hard drives and documents away from this Kurdish cultural centre in Melbourne, its members were in shock.
We need to consult our lawyers. We need to talk to lawyers. We need to sort that out from not me. Sorry.
This morning, 4 locations across the city were raided in relation to the alleged financing of a terrorist organisation.
There was cop cars, like the undercover cop cars and all that sitting around everywhere. And and they were all inside, searching inside everywhere.
One member of the Kurdish community who didn't want to be named told Lateline he believed money has been raised in Melbourne for the Kurdistan Workers' Party, or PKK, which is listed as a terrorist organisation and is involved in an ongoing conflict in Turkey. The Kurdish Association of Victoria rejects any links to the PKK.
Kurdish Association has been established in '84 to respond to the social and cultural needs of Kurdish community in Victoria, and we are really doing a good job. We are funded by government, we receive funds, and we are running cultural and social activities. We have classes, language classes, cultural classes. So basically, we are here. We are doing that for long years, and this was a bit of a shock for us.
While members of Victoria's Kurdish Association have expressed their shock about the raids, the lawyer who'll represent them says he can't understand why, after 4 raids, there's been no arrests, no one questioned and no one charged.
Ordinarily, when a warrant's executed to search premises, the police conduct an interview immediately with the suspect. The person is really caught off guard. They're at their most vulnerable or susceptible to being interrogated, and the police have a strategic advantage. And yet in this case they've chosen not to do that. They've chosen to defer the interview process.
The Federal Police wasn't commenting today, and Rob Starry says the way the AFP has gone about this case is strange. Mr Starry, who's represented many of those who faced terrorism charges, is warning against jumping to conclusions.
There have been many failed prosecutions, whether it's David Hicks, who was said to be the worst of the worst in Guantanamo Bay. He proved to be an inconsequential figure. Same with Jack Thomas, said to be Osama bin Laden's white boy in Australia. He turned out again to be an inconsequential figure. The debacle of Dr Hanif, the failure of the Tamil Tiger prosecution.
The raids came almost a year after an operation in Melbourne against alleged members of a terrorist cell which was claimed to be plotting attacks. A newspaper published details of the raid before it happened, and today the Melbourne Magistrates Court ordered the journalist who wrote the story to give evidence in the September trial of the Victoria police officer accused of leaking him the information. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.